His name is Bessa Simmons. He just walks into the desk. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Honorable Paa Kofi.
Not today.
It's
great to have you here.
It's all my pleasure.
Okay, it's 27 minutes after 1 right here on 3FM 92.7 FM. We are privileged to have Mr. Bessa Simmons in the studio. I don't know how to describe him, whether as a producer or arranger, an engineer or a keyboardist. How do you like to describe him?
Music entrepreneur.
Music entrepreneur. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Music entrepreneur. Okay, you are into the showbiz industry. You really understand. How long have you been in it?
Well, it's so long that I can't even calculate and put it together. I mean, music has been my life. Everything I've done is around music. Both writing, recording, playing, performing, teaching, everything to do with music.
It runs in the family.
Yes, it runs in the family.
Mom sings and dad plays.
Yes.
How come? What's the combination?
Well, I mean, I even later on realized that my granddad from my mom's side also plays the keyboard. Yeah, in the church. So it's been like that. And if you are born into a family where there's music with keyboards in there, obviously, you know, nothing will stop you from playing if you are interested. But I think it's all to do with the passion. You know, in my family, everybody plays the keyboard. Some of them, you know, left did engineering and, you know, things like that. But I think my passion for music was very strong, and that urged me to take music to another level by going to music school and, you know, getting to know what music is about so I can communicate with other people and things like that. And also meeting some great musicians, you know, in my life has also helped me to understand the industry better.
You are one of the few people who went to the National Academy of Music. We talk about you and Papa Yansen and so few. Do you go there often? Do you know the state of the National Academy of Music?
Yes, I mean, was it last year? Last year, I was privileged to perform there with my band. You know, the school is now better. It's now a university now, and there are a lot of musicians doing contemporary music. I mean, people from the playing, you know, field. When I said, I mean, people that plays in band, plays high life, plays jazz. Now they are all there to go and do. You can go there and do a degree course, and there are lots of them. Although the choral aspect is more than this side, but at least the option is there now. If you are playing band, play guitar, any instrument, you can go in there and pursue a degree course. And when I went there, it was good because I didn't go there on my own. I did a workshop there with Teddy Osei from Bessa.
Wow.
Yeah, for people to know how they manage to do it. We've been doing that for a while. We've been to Legon, we've been to Cape Coast University, and our next move is to go to Tech, Kumasi. It's a UST, or they call it Kumasi. I mean, I call it Tech.
Okay.
And
from the old school.
Yeah, from the old school.
Okay.
And we, you know, I'm hoping to go along with some living members of Bessa, so they can also have the experience of hearing it from their own mouth, how they managed to do it. And then we went. I mean, after this, we're going to take this to the secondary schools.
Okay. Brilliant. Talking about Bessa, how did you manage to join Bessa? Bessa is now an institution. Almost all the big boys are now playing with Bessa.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was a dream, you know. Always wanted to play with Bessa, you know. First time I saw them on top of the pops, you know, playing music for Congo, that's the body music. And, you know, looking at their costumes just tells you that, hey, if you work hard, you can also be there. And so, I met them, you know, when I was in the UK. And then, you know, knowing Mark Twenty and Teddy, the great Teddy Osei, you know, they invited me to play with them.
Okay.
And that was it. You know, the rest is history.
How I saw you perform with the Suicide way back. How many years ago? Is it 12, 13, 15? Way back at Busia Beach when he came with Kiki Jan, Kiki Jan, and all the rest. And then I saw you at Piano Battle with them recently, with Wendell Richardson.
That's right. That's right.
And you've gone on a few tours, and you still tour.
Yeah.
With Osibisa.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm around where they are,
okay,
and then they need my services, you know, we still do it. Mind you, you know, now Teddy comes home every year, you know, to enjoy the sunshine. As I speak, he's here in town. Teddy, if you are listening, hi.
Teddy, you owe me an interview.
And Sola Matthew is also in town.
Yeah, I spoke to him.
Yeah, and so they are here, and I think they have so much experience that, you know, we should all learn from them. You know, whatever they say is mind-blowing. You know, very, very good knowledge of this business. You know, especially if you want to have what I call the longevity in this business, you have to listen to them.
From last year, getting to the end of last year up to the beginning of this year, I think we've lost some people that are irreplaceable, if I should put it that way. Papa Jansen left for eternity, Rama Bedu, and then last week I heard of Raf Kakari and then you went to the mountains too. What did you went to? I remember this was on the mountains that you went to bury as well. I've forgotten the name. But how come? Is it time for them to go? Generation, I'm at a loss as to that kind of generation when you go. Are you grooming enough people to take over?
You see, in this world, I mean, I think as you get older, you realize one has to go, you know, in one way or the other when your time comes. So I think I take it like, you know, that's it's their time to go. But just that when we lose somebody, it's just so sad. Yes, Papa Jansen, what a great musician. You know, we did so many works together. Since Imbre Papa, his recordings from Imbre Papa. And the Rama Bedu, amazing woman. I'm lucky to, you know, I've met her since I came to Ghana, which is 2000, and she is so amazing. And she is, I remember her time, she was the Fierce and the Beckers, and, you know, and she was very good. Unfortunately, we've lost her. And then quite recently, Ralph Kakari is also gone. So I hope it stops, you know, there, so that we enjoy, you know, all the musicians a bit more. What can I say? Replacing them is a bit of a problem. I mean, this is coming from me. Because I think we have, I mean, when you talk about Papa Jansen, we have Kopna, who is, you know, from that school, you know, and he is still there. But we need more. And when we say replacing them, we don't mean singing or doing things like that, but, you know, taking over that genre and making it your own, you know, and you giving us what you can give us, something that comes naturally from you, you know. Only few people are trying to do that. So I hope, you know, we get some more people to replace them.
Okay, we are talking to Bessa Simmons right here. It's 25 minutes to the top of the hour right here on VFM 92.7 GH Classics. What was your first band you played?
First band that
somebody sent me a text that you were enjoying your Pelicans way back in Cape Coast.
Yes. You know, last time there was a whole lot of things. Those days, they will never come back, you know. I started from Agri, you know, playing and those things.
And then you talk about the pop chain that you used to.
Yeah, pop chain.
Okay.
But the pop chains were something that, you know, I wish the schools still have it. Because the people you meet, you become one big family, no matter which school you come from, especially in the Central region. I mean, because of pop chains, I have friends from St. Augustine's, at the Saddle, Fine Swim, you know what I mean, all the school, Ghana National, you know, and when we meet, it's like, I know them.
Okay.
You know, and last time when we put the whole thing on Facebook, someone came in and revealed a history I thought I'd forgotten. You know, from Abrrrrronoma Memorial, playing on vacations with the Pelicans and their new keyboards.
Penguin nightclub.
Penguin nightclub. Abiasi, Sunday afternoons at Abiasi. Nobody wants to miss it. Even if Pelicans travel to anywhere, they would like to come back and play at Abiasi afternoon job. And I remember everybody in their white jeans and things, and people come and
Hey, you've been wearing some clothes before.
Charlie, the complaints and hey, Charlie,
and the hairdos.
Charlie, you have to cut your hair so you get your afro
thing,
yeah, I mean, those were the good old days. You know, I think Pelicans was my first major band, playing with people who are older than me, very great musicians.
Small boy then, how did you manage to fit in? I mean, this small boy was supposed to be in school and he's on stage with the big boys.
I think the big boys encouraged me a lot. I mean, all of them have played.
Didn't you have problems at home?
No. I mean,
Dad was playing in church and then you were on keyboards on stage.
Yeah, I think there was just one instance that I can remember. You know, some people came to my dad and said, "No, I should be playing in the church, you know, with the band and things." And my dad said, you know, being who he is, he said, "No, that's okay. That's another kind of music. You know, let him play." You know, and that was it. That was the end of it. So I didn't have any major problem to stop from playing the kind of music I wanted to play.
Okay. And then, how did you join CK1? As a big one.
I mean, yeah, it's a big one. I remember when I was at the secondary school, I went to watch CK Man and the Carousel 7 at Elmina Castle.
Okay.
They had a place there where they do shows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And before that, I've been hearing their recordings, and it was amazing because their music was fresh.
Yeah.
You know, real fancy high life music with everything that, you know, we want to hear in high life music. They were doing it.
Okay.
So I mean, I was playing with the Dutch Bangles, I think, sometime ago, and I had a chance to play with CK Man. I was invited to play with them actually. CK, Chiwalaka, Osei Papa Yansi, and yeah,
that's a rich squad. That's a very rich squad.
And you know, the CK them have just come from the States with brand new instruments, you know. And so we formed this group, and like you said, having these great minds, CK Man, Papa Yanson, Jiwelaka, Osei Tutu, having these great people together, you know, to form a group, and they call it CK Man and the All Masters. So they were all masters. Anyway.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And I remember our first show in Accra. It was packed, you know, and this was a band that was really rich. And I learned a lot from there. I was always learning from these people. And they were all recording-minded people. They wanted to record their stuff, get it out there for people to hear what they can, and always thinking about the new song they're going to record.
Wow. 20 minutes at the top of the hour right here on 3FM 92.7. This is GH Classics. My name is Paa Kofi. I'm with my uncle, Bessa. Why does Bambarako call you Bessa?
Ben is we, you know, we're all from Sud.
So what's special about Sud?
Patwa Sudu Park.
Yeah.
Asafuban, Kwesi Paka. There are so many names. Kwesi contains. We have so many people
from the town of beautiful nonsense.
I know. You know,
Aldore and
all kinds of people. Uhuruba, you know.
Everything was in Sud.
I mean, Sudu, Inner Ring Road, Inner Ring Cafe, you know. Remember those places?
Oh, yeah. The compound and the.
Sud compound. Yes, we're all from the same place, and, you know, I don't know where Bessa came from, but, you know, Ben, I'll enter it.
Bessa!
You know. Yeah. But Ben is a brother, and he's also a very great musician.
I've seen you on stage and you're a perfect man. So from CK Man, where did you go?
From CK Man, went back to Dutch Bungalows. And then we did some few recordings there. Sweet Gloria. And then from there, I think I joined the Third Eye. The Celtic shows. I mean, those days they were bands, you know. And when you are moving, you know, you jump and you know where you're going to land. I think that was the last bands I played before I left the Shores of Ghana.
Okay, so what was the first song you wrote?
That was I think Sing Me a Song. And I recorded it with Pepper Pokes.
Pepper Onion Ginger Salt.
Yeah. I think that was one of the new songs, the first songs I wrote, you know. And then what should we do? Sinana, that's Wire.
That Wired song. That's my friend's favorite too.
Yeah.
So, how did you manage to blend Comantina and Bandy into a song? I mean, we all know it's an Asafu song, and before it ran, Comantina Bandy for
you know, that was a very, very good song. I think I recorded that one also with the Pokes.
Yeah,
and I did another one when I was in the UK. It's a song about Komante and Abazi, and it's one of their biggest, you know, song. I don't know the history, but I know the song because I don't think they even want to talk about the history. But just putting it together was really nice because I always sing this song and I just said, a friend sang it to me and I said, no, I can put this into I'll pray with this. But it's more
that's a brilliant song.
Yeah.
That's a brilliant song.
Yeah. And just put it together. Song did arrangement on it, and I think people still love that song.
It's good. Bessa Bewie Kilson says he's watching from Pretoria in South Africa. He said, God bless you for the good job you've been doing. Okay, I'm doing my best.
God bless you.
Fiano Ruben Mauli too is watching us. Stanley Ajete and Nana Ming also joining us. Also. We are live on Facebook anyway. If you're watching us, you can watch us live on Facebook with the time 16 minutes to the top of the hour. Mark Bessa Simmons in the studio. How can you run away? We are in the 70s. We were enjoying some live band music around here and there. A lot of bands. Kentinka, name them, Dambwedi's Big Buff, and all of them were enjoying. And then the few days, at that time I had started enjoying music. Then before I realized I was cut off. Maybe that was my that's where my interest in music began. But I think my interest in music actually began at Mrs. Abedi's house when I was going to school at Church of Christ.
Antichrist.
Unfortunately, I couldn't play the keyboard because anytime
they have a piano up there.
Yes, anytime I went to, I would just pass down there, go down there into the house and try my hands on. But there's nobody to teach me anyway. Now at least I played the bongo.
I remember that piano.
Yeah.
Anytime I go to their house, I go and play the piano, and she would come out and say, she calls me Uramak. I know, meaning no Uramak. It's a piano, then I would play the piano from yeah, I remember those good old days. Yeah.
So you left for the UK.
Yeah.
Did you go on scholarship? Did you go to work?
But before that, you know one thing you have done that amazes me? You have every high life before the day you were born. High life ranging from that year up to now, you have it.
I had to.
I mean, you are the only person. If I'm looking for any song, I will go. As soon as I call you, I know I'm going to get
I know there are people out there who have them.
Yeah.
But I try as much as possible to do a collection. So that's my passion, that's my interest in music, that's what I do. So how did you manage to lead the shows of them?
You see, it came a time where the music business in Ghana, especially playing live music, went down because nightlife ceased for some time. I don't know what happened because, you know, every world goes through changes. And it happened to Ghana. And it happened at a time when music was bubbling. You know, we had the Lidodus, Bisoya, Bisagoma, Sweet Talks. You know, everybody was playing here. You know, and then things changed. So people traveled. Some musicians went to the States, United States. Some musicians left for Germany, and some left for the UK. And so, Germany, there came the Bogaha, like from George Dakun, Totu, Kapuchiri, all those guys. Charles Samoa.
So you had what, 3? It was a triangle.
Yeah.
Those in the UK.
Yeah.
Those in Germany, and then what? Is it Switzerland?
Switzerland. We have
and the Vans.
Where is
it? One Abba try.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
and
we have
there.
And the Vans, the classic. Handles ended up in Switzerland. Yeah. And some of us also,
in the UK.
It
was you, John Kay.
Me, John Kay, Bannerman.
Thomas Frimpong came along.
Thomas Frimpong.
Okay.
Smith and people, Papa J.
Papa J came to Ghana.
Yeah.
I was supposed to meet him. I didn't meet him.
Yeah.
He owes me.
You owe him. You have to go there.
He came and he told me that he was in Takrady, and when he comes back, he'll talk. Because I booked an interview with him, unfortunately.
But when you're coming on holidays, before you know your time is up.
He promised me before he went on his tour. Papa J, wherever you are, I know you are watching. I need you live in the studio.
Yeah. So, this is what happened, and it was good for me to be there because when I was there, that's when I recorded my first album,
Hey, where's the t-shirt?
You remember that t-shirt?
I do remember.
Wow.
I do remember.
I can't find, I think I gave mine away.
When I had that cassette.
But I still have the sleeve for
you have to. You need to. Let's do it. Let's restart it.
Yeah.
It was a nice one.
Yeah. And also did a lot of productions from there.
Yes. Because you were. What was special about that studio? You and Alfred Bannerman.
Monroe Studios.
Yeah, Monroe Studios. I don't know what was
I think.
And Dave, was it Dave Yowa?
Dave Yowa. That's Sultan Studios.
Okay. So you were working in 2 studios.
Yeah, we started from a studio where we did the Table Sisters.
Yeah, Table Sisters, because you work with Table Sisters.
That is the same place I did Sinana.
Okay. So you worked with the Tego Sisters, and you worked with Papa Jansen. You recorded Felix Uzu. I remember you recorded Samuel Uzu as well.
Yeah.
At that time, almost all the hits were coming from the stables because I quite remember very well. And he produced Joe Asay as well.
Yeah, Joe.
Where is he?
Yeah,
amazing voice, amazing talent. And then Soul T was also around there.
Yeah, Soul T, yeah.
Okay. Those are great voices that I'd love to hear them sing.
Yeah.
So, okay. So we're working with the Tego Sisters. They will come there, and then it started with the Felix Owusu came there.
Yeah.
And then Papa Jansen too also joined you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now tell us about those days, guys. A song like AB, I still don't get it how you got it right.
Yeah, I think I was in the house because by that time I was working at the Monroe Studios.
Okay.
And they went there to record Papa Jansen's songs.
Okay.
And I think they were struggling a little bit.
Okay.
So the engineer Roger Bueno, he called me and he said to them, listen, I think there is one person I know, if he comes here, we'll finish this song with him. So they asked him, who is this person? Then he said, he mentioned my name, Bessa. Of course, when all the artists, when they come, they call me Uncle Bessa. So he said, this man called Uncle Bessa. So which Bessa? So Bessa said, yeah. So he called me. He said, Bess, are you free? I said, no. I said, okay. When are you free? Tomorrow. Okay. Come, I have these guys here, and I think if you come, we can finish. So I went in there, they played the songs, and then we did almost all the songs that day. And I said, the only one person I need in the studio have to be Alfred. So they called Alfred. He came and did all the guitars. Then Teddy Soy was there. He was the producer.
Yeah, because I remember he was on the Flying Elephant label.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so we brought in home players, put on brass. And the song, Papa did his voices. The song was done.
That was a great song. That was a big album.
Yeah.
It took Ghana by storm.
Yeah.
It was a big album. You were there. How did you feel?
Just with Papa Jansen, I don't know. He would just sing the song to you, and the song is a hit.
Oh.
Because he does it not like anybody but him. And the lyrics make sense. Yeah. He's the person who put the lyrics together. And if you are a smart musician, you say to yourself, I should have wrote those
Yes,
lyrics,
songs.
but you can't. That's him.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, he's
yeah.
such a great musician. And so when we did those, and those days too, we played. I mean, we played around the voice, around the song.
Yeah.
You know, so once you finish, you know you have the song. You know, it's not like too much cut and paste. You listen to the song and
Yeah,
you play.
okay,
You
okay.
know, and that's what happens. So as you listen to the song every day, you are hearing new, nice things that will want you to listen to the song.
What was the last work you did with Papa Ansel?
That was Traminchan album. Yeah.
Were you working with him when he passed on?
No.
Okay, you
No,
weren't
I was
there.
not.
The Tnamenchen, I think, it's got something that everybody seems to have fallen in love with. What is it about your beginning of song? Tnamenchen had some wicked intro. Belembe has some outrageous intro. Where from that?
It's just, I mean, that's what you feel about a song. You know, I mean, I was given the chance to do the arrangements. you
Okay.
know. So I kind of said, well, let me give the way the song is. Let me put some little intro there that will give the song an extra identity. Although the song had its own identity.
Okay.
That's what I did to it. But it's a true song, and it's a song that comes from the heart. When you hear it, you feel it, and you feel this song belongs to me. You know, it's very romantic in a very matured way. You know, and I think that's what made the song a lasting, you know, hit for everybody.
I'm interested in the intro.
FM 92.7.
Okay, now this is the intro for Tnamenchen, and this is the intro for Belembe.
Paa Kofi Abrrrrronoma. Papa had this way.
Okay, wicked intros. Where from this? I listen to songs, but
You know, I think I have this thing that when I hear any song, but this is my way of playing my own. So when I sit behind the keyboard,
okay.
anything that comes into my head, I can work around it. So it's just like me playing around with some simple chords.
Okay.
And I think both intros are like that. But with the Belembe intro, I think it came at a time when this keyboard called Cork M1 was on top.
KYG.
And,
Wow.
and that keyboard had made so many hits around the world, you know. And so anytime you hear the sound, it's a true sound. And I think that's why people also love it. And I just was just having fun with it.
Because I think way back when until Racy passed on, some people were trying their hands on it, and it was way back in Sudan, people were trying their hands on it. It was difficult for them
I even had to go back and learn the
because
intro.
that was when I met Abi Mensa,
Yeah,
and they were
yeah.
all going
Yeah,
around, and I
yeah,
said,
yeah.
when the keyboardist cannot play that one, that means there's trouble. How many albums do you have now?
At the moment, I have 5 albums.
5.
Yeah.
Which ones do Ghanaian know? The first one,
The first one.
brought Accra Junction.
And
Accra Junction is the
Accra Junction
second.
is the one with Belembe.
Belembe, yeah, that was.
And
And that year you missed out on the song of the year, and then it was a straight fight between you and Amati Dede's Debi.
oh, I see.
Yeah, I remember getting to the last stretch. It was Belembe and Debi.
Wow.
The highlight song of the year. I remember that very well.
At least it was nominated. So
Yeah, it was.
that's good. And then I think Bessa. And then there's a live album.
The live album, you
With
hardly
Amateur.
did it here.
Sorry.
You hardly brought it to Ghana, apart from the one that I got during Pana Fest. I never saw the live album on the
I think it wasn't well marketed in Ghana or promoted in Ghana.
Yes,
I'm thinking
that my joke.
yeah,
And they
it's
crash
in
it.
And they crash it. That's that one.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm thinking of doing a re-recording the live.
Why don't
album.
you do a compilation?
Yes, I've tried. Every year I put one together. I think this year I didn't.
Okay.
Maybe last year I didn't. Maybe we'll do something this year. And then Akwaba. Awoyi.
Okay. They did Awoyi as well. Maybe people would love to listen to the Awoyi and have a feel of it. I think Awoyi was. So the Awoyi on the sleeve, what were you doing? You had all sort of moves on the back of the sleeve.
Ah.
Okay, this is Awoyi from the Akwaba album. It's such a good song. This one was the one that made all the waves.
Yeah.
There was Akwaba on it, there was a Kotoje locking the crocodiles, and then boom, boom, boom.
No, boom. That's right.
One of my best tracks that people don't know. People don't know.
I mean, boom was a good hit, outside Ghana.
Yeah. People never heard about that one. People never heard about boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what happened to it.
Yeah,
Is it because of the way I played it quite some time in time?
Some people, I mean, it's still, some people do love it, and I think it's a beautiful song.
Boom 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 is quite a nice song. And that was Akwaba from the album.
Yeah, from the
Akwaba.
album. Akwaba.
Produced by, where's Isaac Taylor? Roots Music World.
He's around. I spoke to him yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And I think all those companies, Roots Music, I think they should all get together, and form one big record company and start recording, artists. Oh, they can. They can. They just have to, have the same mindset, come together, form a big record company, and start signing, like what Xylophone is doing. They can do it,
Talking about Xylophone, how do you see? I am sitting down and wondering what they are doing. You as a music person, you've been in the showbiz business. I've seen people who have come and have vanished just like that. I've seen some. At a point in there were so many. Megastar came, there was Ajiko, there were a lot of people who came in. Megastar signed on to the biggest like Amachi Didis, the Daughters of Glory, Jesus, Nana Tufos, Felesusu, and Jiwalaka and all that. As a music person, as an industry person, what would you say to them?
No, I think they've got it right by putting the right structures in place, for them to bounce off it. I see them as a modern record company, who have come with their everything to promote what they want to do. But this business, you have to be very open-minded, which I think they are. So I mean, they for now, I think they are one of the best things that happened to our industry. I mean, it's not only that we have Links, entertainment, who are also doing very well, and we need more of these people so we can have a very good, vibrant, entertainment industry where music is coming from this camp, and we know what to expect, and from that camp, and because this time we don't have to do it on your own. We all have to come together to build a very vibrant music industry. Like even I was just reading way back, about 5 or 6 years ago or 7 years ago, in the UK, there is a group that is looking after all the online music. And everybody's passing through that. So I think they can all do it, get it together, so we have a very industrious and profitable music industry.
I know you are open to all sort of music. You love all sort of rhythms. What is wrong with Ghanaian music going out there? You've played on all the big stages. I always say that in the 70s it belonged to CBSI, in the 80s it was Azuma Nelson, in the 90s it was the Black Starlights, in the 2000s I don't know who sued Ghana, whether it's a Samoa Jan or whatever, I don't know.
Black Stars.
Okay, the Black Stars for that matter. what in your opinion is hindering Ghanaians or it's preventing us from getting into the market? Because apart from maybe world music, the indigenous guys like Kodimo and others who are living in different genre altogether. The Ghanaian music doesn't seem to, I think it's shy to cross the shores of Ghana.
I don't know, but I think you know what Fantis calls sortie. Beats, too many bits and pieces.
Okay.
So we don't have the bigger picture to show to the world what we have. You know, it's all individual. Do this individual. We need a bigger body to also put us there.
Okay.
So that we can now, you know, start matching up to them. And we don't have that. You know, it's all too little, too individual. It's like individuals fighting a very big market. It won't fly.
And then I'd love to, is it because of diversity of the Ghanaian music? Because it seems even culturally, we have Adua, we have Kete, we have Apatampa, we go to the north. It's I don't know, sometimes I want somebody to give me a definition of high life, because like in those times when you had guitar band stand, the standard style, the big band music is here. Now we don't know what we are doing. Is it reggae? Is it raga? Is it dance? Or the hip life? Even the hip life, we have varieties. And if somebody says, I don't know, but if you sit there and say this is music from Congo, or once you hear a chord, you know this is coming from this side of the continent. Is it that we've lost identity or we don't have an identity?
That's part of it, but I don't think that is what is stopping us from getting.
But do we have an identity? Like when you see Kente, you know this is Ghanaian.
Yeah.
When it's high life, what would you expect from it?
We have an identity. It's the way we talk.
Okay.
You know, the way we talk, you can tell we are Ghanaians.
Okay.
The way South Africans talk, you know they are coming from
But
South
musically?
Africa. Yeah, musically, you hear South Africans singing English, you can tell they are coming from South Africa. You hear Ghanaians. For me, it's not so much so about the genre, about which type of music you do.
Okay.
It's your identity, you know, keeping and not putting out the false identity all the time.
Okay.
You know. So now people hear our music, they don't know whether we are Nigerians or Americans or Canadians or, you know, and so that is also affecting us, you know. So I think we should be truthful to ourselves, sing like Ghanaians, you know. Don't if you want to say, if you sing and you want to say but, say but.
Oh.
If you want to say bat, say bat.
They say tat.
You know, if you want to say beautiful, don't say beautiful. You know, that kind of making T to D is not our thing. So that we can have this identity. You know that. I mean, people enjoy the way we sing. People enjoy the way we talk. You know, I mean, I've been to so many places. I mean, this is my accent. I can never change it. You know, everybody will speak. As soon as I open my mouth, everybody will say, "Who is that?" You know, and that's what we have. So let's give it out there to them, so they will also know that this is how we do our thing.
People out there, musicians, be original and then be yourself. Be Ghanaian. Sometimes you listen to it and it's you find it difficult and you ask yourself, is it coming from Ghana? You people went to stay outside there. You did all the music, and I called it music made in Germany but bottled in Ghana. I during the Burger High Life days, I could listen to all. Once I hear, okay, this is from Buddhist Tiger Studios, and the stables from Germany, and you could hear the one from Holland. Yeah, some people to Abuaji Da Costa, Sloopy, My Jane Fee, and all those people to went on. And then what you did in London, it was a Ghana, and then Canada, A.B. Krentz and Pat Thomas and other Pajo and others to other. But for now, I don't know. Are we serious with our high life, or is just that branches?
I think high life is still strong. High life is still strong. Afrobeat is still strong. You know, every genre is strong. But for me, my main thing is copying somebody blindly. You know, because some people sing like that, you're going to sing like that. No. If you have the beat, you have the rhythm, you have
It seems Ghanaians, our rhythms are getting finished, or we are not exploring enough.
Oh, I don't think so. I think people are still bringing out serious rhythms.
Got to a point that would be one way to do.
It's what we put on top. It's what we put on top. You know, if what we put on top will be relevant, you know, after the years after years, then we are getting somewhere. But once you have a lovely rhythm, what you put on top is also, you can put something on top of very good music, lyrics or instrumental, but whether it's going to stand the test of time, that's another thing. Like my friend was saying, he said for him when he writes his song, he thinks about the whole orchestration of the song. The lyrics, the melodies, the rhythms, the bass line, the keyboard line, everything is taken into account. So I think people should, you can, and I say to everybody that in your music lifetime, in your music world, you have to at least write one, and I think I said this when he said it's two. I said you should write one sensible song in your life, one song that makes so much sense that the meaning can cut across to the little boy and the old lady.
So, of all your songs, which one fit into that category?
Oh, I mean, I have Sisimbo, which I like the lyrics. Sinana is another one. I mean, all my songs, I worked on the lyrics, because I think I'm a poet in a way, so my songs come in bits and pieces, here and there.
But who wrote this song?
3FM 92.7.
We've got sunshine. Plenty sunshine.
Yeah.
What happened?
I mean, this is one of my songs. On every album, I try to throw in one instrumental. And this is one of them. I'm sure I wrote this song when it was very cold. Wherever I was, it was very, very cold. I won't seriously. I was thinking about the sunshine that we get it free of charge all year round. Even Hamilton season, we still have sunshine. And I just wrote it. We have sunshine.
That's a good song. But Simmons, we've got sunshine. You never heard it, right?
No.
You only hear some of these songs on 3FM on GH Classic with me. I tend to bring all those things back to life. We're talking to Mr. Simmons right here in the studio. So, for the last album, Awoyi, you went on tour on that one, with that one? I remember you came to Ghana.
Yeah.
You did some
few
shows.
Yeah, I did some few shows. Toured around a little bit with it. Yeah, we did. We went through the regions. I think we couldn't go up north. We did Kumasi, Central Region, Western Region, and Accra.
This is a remix.
Yeah.
By yourself.
By myself.
This is the Soko version.
Yeah.
So
I
how
think
come?
this is on Bessa
album.
Yeah.
The first one goes like but this one they went straight kum.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, you're just trying my what is it? House feel, Cape Coast, Bacana sound to it. And that's what came out.
And it came out like this. Okay, so you have a studio here, the Best Studios.
Yeah.
We don't hear much from that studio. What's cooking in there?
Well, I mean, some few songs have come out from there.
Kakalika song. Where's the Kakalika man?
No, he's around. He's around. I
Okay.
think he's released a new song.
Adolf, yeah.
And few songs have come from, my friends come from outside to come and record there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, Alfred Banama has done a recording
Oh, okay.
there. You've seen, I think, Pimpenswa and things like that.
Okay.
With that chorus.
Separate one, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, he's got signed, he's doing really well with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Outside Ghana. And I mean, my latest song is from there. You know.
Okay.
But I mean, it's for mainly me, very few commercial things we do there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, we've done a whole lot. I mean, if you listen to Fifi, Kofi Kumbe's all was done there.
Oh, okay. That's a brilliant.
Yeah.
Anytime I hear, I'm like, tan. I mean, those things are the back.
Yeah.
I suspected where it was coming from, but I wasn't too sure. Sometimes you need to be too
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's more or less. So I think he did something with that Danny Best Spinner.
That's right.
Penisman.
Yeah, Penisman.
Yeah, and they've done some
Yeah.
few works.
Yeah.
So normally you do it and they take it outside.
Yeah. Because I mean, I think every musician should have at least what we call a project studio.
Okay.
But these days, you have to write your songs,
Okay.
you know, and writing your songs, you can sit at your own studio and then write it on computer as you go.
Okay.
So I think it's very important for you to be looking at every musician, to be looking at that direction before you take it to the biggest studio for the other things.
Okay.
Added on.
Okay. Okay, so that one, so on the your studio there is mainly for, you know, quiet things, not that commercially oriented.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a new song that you have. Okay, before we come to that song, you've had some few collaborations. You never do. I think the one collaboration was with Edem, the Belembe.
Okay, that's right. Yeah.
What happened again? And then I never heard from you again.
I think this is what I'll be doing this from now onwards. You know.
Okay.
From now, within the next 3 years, God willing, I have to have at least about some few albums out there. And to do that, you know, I've cited some beautiful artists in town, both young and old, which I want to do a collaboration with. You know. And we've already started you know, on my new single that is coming out.
Let me go for a break. When I come back, I'll draw that new single. Okay, this is a very good song. I decided to bring it back. I don't know the last time that you heard the song. But we're talking to Bessa Simmons at 17 minutes after 2, and he brought something like this. What's the title of this one?
I love you.
But I don't know. I hear some voice.
Oh yeah, I featured Cassie in it.
Our own Cassie.
Okay. And I also have a Palinodro in there.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you can feel, the different voices in there.
But you've taken a different turn, because the music that is trending now are more low tone, not high tempo music, and people tend to. These are some of the things that I want to talk to you as musicians. You've opened the sluice gate for changes. At a point in time, you see people want is low tone, everybody is singing mid tempo, slow down, and then you've gone a top higher.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just looking at my repertoires, and I realized that I don't have too many dance hot pumping tracks. So when this one came along, I just felt this is a nice pumping track, and also about love as usual. So I did it. I don't normally follow what people are doing.
Good.
Yeah, I do my music, as it comes, so that in the end, when I put it all together into an album, you have a whole kind of varieties, of different tempos and different music in there. I'm sure by the time I finish with my album, we'll have all kinds of things.
Oh, you're working on an album. This is just a single.
This is just a single.
Some have been recorded already, or it's just one.
Yeah. No, some are there.
Okay.
Waiting to be added on.
But it's been a long time you release that.
It has. Because sometimes you share yourself too much, looking after other things.
Can you go and leave and go into the studio and do an album for us?
I'm working on it.
Definitely. There are so many things on your hands. Today you're going for a funeral, tomorrow is a musical workshop, tomorrow is this Ebusia meeting and all that. Can't you have some time for us? We miss your music.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing that. So I'm back and I'm doing it, and it's going to be from now till, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. I'm still going to be doing my music. The thing is, that side to somebody's got to do it. Our industry has, gone through so many hardships. And I think with some little experience that some of us have, we have to. It's not easy pushing your ideas through.
I'm shying away from asking questions about music.
Yeah, so don't let us talk about it.
I'm shying away.
It's about this single, and I want people to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's play it 600 times.
No problem. So this one is I Love You. Who is the person in charge there? The I Love You. Who is the I Love You?
I love you. The you.
Don't say it's everybody. This one there. It's target marketing.
But this question, this question, I love you, dear.
Part of conversation.
Yes, and it's between lovers. I mean, lovers always have to say I love you, because love, nothing surpasses love. you know. Even when you're going home, you know you're going to someone that you love.
This
And all
answer
your hardships will come to an end.
This answer bad, yeah.
Oh,
Because wait, today I'm from church. And I went to Calvary Methodist Church, come this way. And then they were singing a song that when I went to Tema First, they were singing. When I went to Bethel Methodist Church in Committee 8, they have a particular song, and somebody told me that I must ask for that song. It has a meaning. I was like, why? This song, may they bear my makuma ya dear, may they bear my, and then they point at you. So when they are in the church and they are singing, when somebody is making a proposal, they point at you, makuma ya dear, may they bear my, and they will be making their case across. For this, I love you, Pa.
This is a different meaning. This I love you is for somebody you love, especially with this Valentine coming.
Okay.
Everybody will have to have this song to play to their lover, and everything will be cool. Yeah.
So this one, Asaboni.
Asaboni today inside.
Because the rhythm the way they.
Yeah.
Asaboni.
You have to dance, and take it to the room.
So this is actually a Valentine song.
Yeah.
No, it's a lover's song.
It's a lover's song. Yeah. Not only Valentine. It's not any day.
Oh, this year Valentine cry there. We want to put it on hold.
Yeah.
It's Ash Wednesday.
Is it personal? Or?
No, it's Ash Wednesday. It falls on Ash Wednesday, and there are so many soccer matches. So the men will be there's PSG, there's Barcelona, Chelsea.
Men, I'm warning you. This Valentine's Day is for your partners, your wives, your girlfriend. If you don't have a wife, you have a girlfriend or a partner. If you have a husband, this Valentine, let love prevail.
Yes, I love you.
I know one of the instruments you love most is the bass line. The bass. This one I did a bass yourself.
No.
Hey, how about somebody?
I mean, I had a bass line. I can't remember his name, but I have to mention his name. Sorry, I can't remember your name. But this amazing, fantastic young musician came to the studio and he said, would you like a live bass on this song? I said, why not? I'm very open. And he took his bass guitar and what he played is amazing, unbelievable. I mean, that's what we're hearing now. Ask what's his name? Richie.
Great song here by our standards. The bass line is solid, and I could hear Pauline in there.
Yeah, that's Pauline. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Hey, Auntie Pauline, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, man.
No, she's got a unique voice.
Auntie Pauline, good afternoon. This is the BB Ashe. Good afternoon.
She's not very busy with her talented kids, but I mean, she has a unique voice. Remember, I mean, with her and Papa Yancy. So when the voice,
and even a show me.
Yes. when her voice comes in, you feel that velvety, smooth, sweet voice, making it very loving.
I love you. You tried by bringing Cassidy on board.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Bringing the guys. I remember you, Fuchin Joe, saying,
yeah.
I've seen Cassidy too, and you see him in a great potential.
She's a great, I mean.
What's the future of Ghana's music? Bright?
Bright. Very, very bright. You see, now we are having more Ghanaian music being played on air since last year. And I think it's very positive. We are getting there. And I know by the middle way in this year we're going to have more Ghanaian music being played on air. And it's going to take us out there, because if you come to Ghana, you hear Ghanaian music and you will take it with you.
There are a whole new genre of young guys who are singing. Me, I'll tell you. Maybe I've fallen in love with the people who sing. No disrespect to the people who rap, but I think I'm seeing a change whereby they sing, and I'm very encouraged by that. And I love the fact that when you were talking about your repertoire, you talked about not having groove songs. So that means you were talking about performing as well. Yeah. Some people just record and that's it. They need to think about performing. You see so many people very down on stage. What's the problem? I think Ghanaians, our stage acts needs not to be that.
You know, you just said the right thing. I mean, now the singers are coming out. You know, the real singers are coming out. People are out to sing now, and that is going to also boost the music industry. Like what you said about, you said something right now.
The stage act.
Yeah, I think what musicians should also think of now is once you make a hit and people are following, put a band together. Put a band, get instrumentalists behind you, rehearse with them for about 3 months, and hit the road. Go on the road. What we call I am going on the road, being on the road, which means you can now book. Once your music is being played all over Ghana, book from Accra to Kumasi. You play.
Is the KO?
No, it's easy. I mean, if you have a good proposal, you have a following, and people will come to your shows. I mean, book from Pokwasi to Sawon, Suhum, and you go to Koko, just all the way to Kumasi, and then to Sunyani, and then you come back, like we used to do. Musicians, you create employment. The people backing you will make money. You will make money as well.
Within the packets.
Exactly. These days you have a set of instruments. By the time you get there, it's set up. And then you go and perform. I think the live music will have to come back.
Now I think I see a wind of change. A wind of change blowing. More people are now loving it.
Getting better.
I've gone to some few places, but please talk to your people. Some of them, the kind of keys they play, when you are listening to the music, you feel like crying. Please, I know there are good musicians there. There are some areas when you go and they are playing music. Maybe it's because of where I'm coming from.
You mean the live?
The live band. Some of them, when you listen to some songs, you feel like crying. Say, now when you pop on them, you mean the moon or boy now come here or down my bobia. I get disappointed sometimes.
But I think it's all to do with a band rehearsing. We have a band. I mean, it's only in Ghana I've seen the other side of the band called Frefrekobo.
Shabu.
Yeah, they don't rehearse. They don't rehearse. They just sit on stage and they say, "Oh, you know this song? William Simon. Yes, Yembo, King. No one started. We come on discuss King, and they start very bad. By the time, and sometimes the keys they play doesn't suit the singer they have there. It's lack of practice. Bands should get together, rehearse as a band, and go out there and play. Don't just get up and go and play for people coming to spend money. You are getting paid. So work hard, have a show to present, and go out there and play. I think that will make it better. And anytime you hear any band playing, you'll be happy.
DJ Ashman, good afternoon. It's always a great and admirer of this one. How are you doing? I believe you're fine. So I think we should be doing more rehearsal. But the problem I have is most of the songs don't last for more than 6 months. Before the 6th month, the song is gone. What is killing our music? Some of them dies. Hits within 6 months, the song is lost. Is it because we are producing too many songs at a time?
I don't think we are producing too many songs at a time. I mean, I think we need even more productions.
Okay.
Yeah, to fill all the programs that we have. But I think also some of the radio presenters are playing any song that falls into their hands.
No.
And I think it should be a little bit more choosy, when it gets to a certain level that is, below the belt.
This one, I want you to help us. For me, personally, sometimes you want to do a purely high life show, and then you go back and see that people are like, you are playing a repetition. I don't remember the last time you released an album. Was it last 2 years? Last year, I had a new one by Thomas. And I'm like, okay, for you also had a new album out. So most of you play the big band. You hardly bring out new songs.
Yeah, I think it is because, most of them, they were being produced by other people, like Big Joes, and, they are not there. Like now, everybody, like from my time, we have our own business, we do our own recordings, we put our marketing team together, and then send our songs out there, But now it's different, so I think people should go in and maybe record them, but they should also look around and get people to record them, because they still have songs in them which they want to record, but maybe they just don't know how to go around it.
But so how do you manage now? Lots of things have changed. I remember the cassette days, come to the record days, the LPs, and then CDs. Now they download. Does it affect you? Do you sell your songs on iTunes and all that? How do you manage to market your songs?
Well, I think now, you know, all over the world, people are making money from other kinds of avenues. Like, for example, we have online sales, you know, which most of the royalty collecting societies have tapped into, so they're collecting people's royalties through them.
Okay.
You know, I think Ghana is yet to get onto that platform. Also, they're collecting money from ringtones, you know, and all kinds of things. You know, monies are coming from different places. They are selling CDs, but CD is at the bottom now of, you know, if you want to make money. And the other thing is you have to also be a bit more innovative to see how you can go out there as a musician and make money as well.
Sedi Shaibu is from Germany. He says, Bessa, great job. Edwin Osai. And he's talking about, what song are you talking about? 1993. Is it by Joe say on lead vocal? Is it Mepo Hassan that he's talking about? And Charlotte Egom says he's watching you live from Denmark. So that, okay. Isaac, we hope we are live right here on 3FM 92.7. It's about 27 minutes to the top of the hour. Uncle Mark will be leaving us very soon. He's talking about how to make money out of it. But this is new single out there, I Love You. So when it comes out like this and it's not on CD, if I want a copy, how do you get it?
Okay, I have some CDs out by the end of this week.
Okay.
So now we're promoting it on the radio, and also it's going to be on YouTube from the 12th.
Okay.
And then iTunes and all the, you know, all the stuff that are out there.
So you can go download, buy them
you
on
can
the
go download them from there. You know.
Because somebody's asking me from the US where you can get some of your songs.
Yeah, it's all on the iTunes now.
Okay.
Yeah, but on the 12th you get this. From on the 12th you have this new one on there. YouTube, iTunes, and all go.
So this is a Sabone song. I Love You. Yeah. I say you can dance. Me, I don't know. You know, I don't know how to dance.
Yeah,
I mean, that's Sabone.
Were you the champion at this school?
Oh, no. Our great guys there, I didn't fall into some of the categories at all. But this is a solid song. I mean, I hear one coming that do and everything reminds me of. So most of the songs being played, it's all about love.
Yeah,
it's a lovely song. So that means this year is a lovely year.
Do you know a song that has
Come on, baby, Cass's version. Okay, 25 to the top of the hour. I think your last words for people who are listening to you out there.
Wow. Yeah, so this is my latest single in town.
Okay.
And it's for you, and I want all the fans to enjoy it. You know, so go out there, download it. You know, if you want a CD, from next week going, there will be CDs available. We'll have them in the shops for those who want to feel it physically in their hands, you know, and add it to their collections.
Papa Kojo Ofori, he says I should tell you good afternoon. He's an added listener of the show. He's an added listener of the show. And I think he talked about the Pelican days. And he's a big boy and probably there's something. So you guys out there, it's been fun hanging out with the uncle. There's Simmons in the studio. We talked about his life, and we talked about his agri days from the Pelicans.
Talking about agri, you know, now my new latest family is the Amosa Old Students
Amosa Free True.
So what I'm giving you this, they are great. I mean, beautiful. It's a beautiful family now.
Amosa.
Yeah,
what try?
Our meetings. I mean, you know,
what try?
We are the latest, the most modern. much in school. We had
Why
computers
Joe?
before in the school. So yeah.
Why are they?
What's that?
I have a friend who never says agree, say agree.
It's like I know that some people also can't say security. Say security.
Security, you know.
Security.
Okay, what I say? Security, yeah, what I say?
Okay, security, I beg you.
Thank you so much, Mark, for passing through. All right, Mr. Afro, thank you so much. We just spoke to Bessa Simmons in the studio. We haven't gone yet. We haven't some few times to go in the studio. So if you're out there, we can enjoy music here, right here on 3FM 92.7. This is GS Classes. My name is Paa Kofi. Wait.